This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we are.
I think we're somewhat positively England, though, after last night. I mean, that was pretty good.
That game against Serbia was very good.
It's fun.
And this is always an interesting week to podcast because, albeit we do have a lot going on, I even listened to Arscast this week and James and Andrew were kind of joking. I think they did the first half before they got to mailbag and it was like 40 minutes. They were like, we've done well, though. We've done well to get you 40 minutes.
Claw it home.
Yeah.
It's like we're playing a low block with a couple counters, if we can.
It does feel very... There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's not going to be a bad episode. It's just... It's so weird when we do these England ones. And luckily, England have given us a couple of things to talk about.
Yeah. Well, it's like we lose momentum as much as the players, almost.
But yeah. But you can catch us on iTunes and Spotify. This is Gunners Are Us podcast. Give us a 5-star review, please. That will help our algorithms. And if not, go over to TikTok, where we're Gunners Are Us pod. We do a daily unpacking.
Yeah.
Fueled by Peppercorn Sports Cards, which is our other card business. And you can also, if you want £10 of free credit underneath this audio, you'll see that. Click that link. That will take you through to the website. You sign up. You'll get £10 to play with on the app. And you can buy anything from clothes to cards to collectibles. And while you're over there on TikTok, you'll also see we do a daily video as well, which is about Arsenal. And overall... just give us a follow. Check out Gunners Are Us. And please tell your friends about it. We're trying to grow this season.
Yeah, grow.
Patreon is incoming. It's just a matter of getting the right amount of content, getting you the right amount of good stuff that you feel like you want to part with your old cash.
You can call us the New England Patreons.
Very good. So today we're going to talk about a few things. Obviously, we'll kind of brush on the England games. And, you know, it's been a while since I think we've had 4 Arsenal players in the lineup. And at the weekend, we did have that.
We had years of none.
Yeah, we had literally nothing. And then in the last few years, it's always kind of been... Before Rice joined, it was just kind of Saka watch.
At fullback.
Yeah, sometimes at fullback. But it was just Saka watch. And you just kind of hoped Saka would do well, or you get your fix of Arsenal by watching Saka.
Yeah.
But it's changed a little bit now because obviously Declan Rice is there, who had, 9 shots on goal last night? And then...
Sky Bet very quickly realised.
They quickly got out of that before I'd already made my winnings.
You did well.
I did well.
Bet responsibly.
But now we've got Madueke and Eze, and I must admit, it almost feels like a fever dream still.
Yeah.
They don't feel like full Arsenal players yet.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. Like when Madueke scored last night, which was an unbelievable goal. Rogers' little flick around the corner is unbelievable. It still feels foreign to me that that's Arsenal's Nonne Madueke. Nonne Tristan Madueke.
Yeah, we looked up the full name. Good name.
Yeah, I remember the Tristan part.
Yeah. I think I had the exact same realisation when he scored and he was celebrating. I'm used to watching a bit of Madueke for Chelsea, a bit of Madueke for England, and you kind of... He's not yours. But when he scored that, I had that realisation where I was telling myself, I nearly said it out loud, he's our player.
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed. I've made it no secret on here. If you listen back to the podcast the last couple of years, I'm a big Madueke supporter, and even at Chelsea, I thought that guy's their future. That's the quality player they have.
But weirdly, in fantasy, I always had him as a player in my fantasy team. And since he's been at Arsenal, he hasn't been in my fantasy team.
And again, that's why the metrics show that he is very good.
Yeah.
He might just be missing that final 10% in the box. Maybe he makes the wrong decision. In Thomas Tuchel's opinion, falls asleep during the counter press.
Yeah.
Which is a big worry for Arsenal because I'm sure Arteta will probably smiling somewhere listening to Tuchel say that again. At least I didn't have to tell him.
Yeah.
Now we'll work on that.
Yeah.
But I see what he means. Like there is an element and this is why I like Madueke. He's not an Arsenal player.
He's a wild card.
He's a wild card. And when people don't play the ball to him correctly, or it goes long, or the pass is off, or something, he does throw his arms up, and he gets a bit kind of frustrated. That's something that's kind of Arteta's really eradicated since the Aubameyang days.
Yeah.
Of not having players like that.
Yeah.
And I think he had the realization last year, which was, You need players like that.
It puts pressure on the other players to do right.
Yeah, players that don't go, sorry, sir. Good. Sorry, sir. Like when Rice goes to talk to the ref. Sir, what do you think of this? He needs a player in there that is going to be just actively annoyed at Saka for misplacing a pass. Whereas everyone else in our teams are going to go, oh, it's all right, B.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you get him next time, B.
Yeah. You need that pressure from other players because it creates diamonds.
You need that guy who doesn't care who passes in the ball. Yeah. He's just annoyed it didn't go to him.
Well, it's like in your workplace, let's say, you have managers and you have nice managers, you have like aggressive managers. The aggressive managers get way more work out of the employees.
I totally disagree, but anyway, Joe's he's a big proponent for aggressive managing. But it gets a different.
Yeah.
It gets a different response. Yeah. And that's what I like about him. He's a wild card, and I really enjoy watching him. And he is one of those players that even Anthony Gordon on the opposite wing, when he got the ball, there was that one time he cut in his shot, and then in the second half, I think Gordon actually set up maybe the Konza goal by having a good whipped in shot, and it kind of came loose. Gay knocks it down, and Konza scores it.
Yeah.
But other than that, Gordon, every time he got the ball, it had a feel of what we get with Martinelli, which is there's two players ahead of him. There's two defenders, kind of. You got the fullback and the winger, and they're both looking at him.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, and he's kind of edging the ball towards the sideline and the corner spot, and you're thinking,
right where they want him.
Yeah, and you think, I don't know how he's going to beat him. And his one thing he's got, other than those a couple of occasions where he does cut in, is he's going to knock it to the byline and try and cross it into legs.
Yeah.
And he's either going to win a corner, which is absolutely fine,
create chaos,
or he's going to cross it. But you sometimes look at it and go, well, you don't get full of excitement when he gets the ball. I get the same feeling with Rashford, even though he's more direct, but the end product's not quite there. Whereas we've got used to, as Arsenal fans, with people like Saka, who he doesn't just have two men looking at him, he has the inside eight has come over as well. There's three of them looking at him, and you're thinking he's got nowhere to go, and all of a sudden he goes up, and he's now the three of them are behind him.
He's finessed them,
and he's running towards the centre backs, and you're thinking. And he does that every single time. Every single time he gets the ball, he seems to be able to, create that kind of moment. Whereas, with Gordon and Martinelli and Rashford and these guys, there's an element that it almost takes 10 attempts to get that one.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I think Saka, 9 times out of 10, gets beyond those players.
He's got the finesse.
Yeah, and Madueke also has it. Yeah. He doesn't have the end product of Saka, hence his metrics of goals scored and assists aren't nowhere near Saka.
Not yet.
Madueke hasn't scored a competitive goal since January. That was his first competitive goal since January.
Maybe that's the floodgates.
Maybe, but when you look at his metrics, he's in the exact position to score more than any other player that isn't Salah.
Yeah.
So either he's awful at finishing, which we did see. There was one attempt where I think Rodgers put him in, and he could have just roofed it near post or hit it across goal strong. He was under a little bit of pressure, but not enough. He scuffs it back towards Kane and I think their defenders. It's going well wide, but it's almost like a cross-come shot.
Yeah.
But you just think, well, you could have just scored.
Yeah, just hit it. Like Saka's done it before.
Yeah, and he wasn't trying to play that cross goal. He just fluffed it.
Yeah.
And you think, but it's similar to Gyokeres, and this is what I think Arsenal have changed their mentality, is sometimes I think Arteta's looked at it and gone, defensively we are golden. Yeah. We're brilliant. As a team, we know exactly what we're doing. From the front down to the back, they know what they're doing. But what we don't have are people that enter that box in the final third, in the final action, constantly.
Yeah.
Whether they fluff half of them or not. We don't have people to do that. Odegaard will enter that final action and then turn around and knock it back and go, didn't feel quite right. And then everyone else will go, no worry-o.
Yeah. Oh.
No worry-o.
No worry-o.
And then they'll go around the houses a little bit and then someone else will enter that final action and they'll go, didn't feel right either. And they go, don't you worry, B. And they go back around and you go, where are the people that are going to, as soon as they get into that final action, they're going to go, I'm going to shoot. I feel the pressure.
Yeah.
There's 3 players in front of me. I'm going to hit through them and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I think Arteta saw that and went, I need a couple. Or I think realistically he wanted 1. He's ended up with 3, I think, to do that.
Yeah.
But that's what Gyokeres is. That's why people are this season going to go, and we'll get to the genes on thing. And shout out Simon Miller, part of the Guns N' Roses, who absolutely buried. No, I'm joking. But he's very much a part of that clip that's gone viral. But you need players that are like that, and that's why they're going to get. I've heard it before. Madueke. There's people like that. They go, ugh. That's their reaction to Madueke. But then when you watch him, the eye test is like, he's unreal. Like every time he gets the ball. We used to talk about Saka is he just knows, he's so intelligent. He gets given that ball, he knows exactly when to just play it back to the fullback.
Yeah.
Or whether to cut inside or go on the outside or to run at the defender.
Yeah.
He almost gets it 100% right every time.
Yeah.
But it's never always the flashy thing.
No. He's covered the full game.
He knows it, and sometimes, and that's like I said before, him and Salah are like that.
Mm.
Sometimes you watch a game and you go, they did it right. And you're like, they got 2 goals and an assist. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They just do the right thing,
Like a
but it's
deeper
not
quality,
flashy.
yeah.
Whereas Madueke is the flashy guy who, every time he gets the ball, 1 time out of 100, he'll play it back to his fullback.
Yeah.
The other 99, he'll turn his entire body and he'll look down the line at the defenders and go, I'm going to run at you now. And he has no intention to do anything other.
Buckle up.
Yeah, exactly. And he enters the box like that frequently.
Yeah.
And Gyokeres is the same. And I think the reason those two both have I'd say a stench on them that general fans will go, is because they know that they're really good.
Yeah.
And they do get stuff. But they think it's like a probability thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but if you entered the box 100 times in a game and he scored 1, that's not good. So, no, it is because he has the ability to enter the box 100 times.
If he just finishes off that last little bit.
If he finishes off the last bit or understands that, if I just pass that last one, I'm going to get 1,000,000 assists.
Yeah.
And Gyokeres is the same, but as a forward, he is just looking to shoot. Like, we saw it in a couple of games there where people thought he played badly. He had 1 actual attempt where he was near the goal. And I'm saying XG-wise 0.1%.
Yeah.
XG. He's got his back to goal, he's in the edge of the box, he's got 3 people on him. And you could see he's trying to turn and shoot through legs. He just wants to get a shot away.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's what we need.
We've been saying that for years. Like, if we just had players that would just shoot on sight.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times we get into positions where just hit it. Like, see what happens. Anything can happen. And if you're good enough, which these guys are, hit it. Something can happen.
Yeah. Well, I describe it later. A lot of Arsenal players will only play the lottery if they've gone into the future and then come back in time to buy the ticket.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a great analogy.
But what Gyokeres does is he buys 1,000 tickets and goes, let's hope for the best.
See what happens.
But that's more likely going to happen, and it's more likely going to succeed that way.
Yeah. Quantity.
But it might take a lot of tickets. But I think he realised that's what he needed.
Yeah.
He needed... Our Duolingo's just simultaneously went on.
That Lily is persistent.
Yeah. What happened was, I think he wanted Sesko, who I think he's a cleaner player than Gyokeres. We can see that. He's not been great so far.
Yeah.
But you can see even against Grimsby, that's an awful opposition to kind of gauge it.
Yeah.
But he gets clean shots away, and he gets clean headers away.
Sesko value.
Yeah, Sesko value. He gets them away, but they're kind of... At the end of the game, you go... Like, when I play FIFA sometimes and I lose you 3-0 and I go, but I had 40 shots and they were all on target.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that stat.
The stats are good, though. I like stats.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean anything.
No, but I like stat padding.
That's Sesko.
Yeah.
Gyokeres will win 1-0 and they'll go, but you had 50 shots and got 1 on target. He's like, but I won 1-0.
Yeah, one of them went in.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted the Sesko guy.
Yeah.
We know he wanted that. But that format, that style.
Yeah.
And then I think he desperately wanted Madueke. He wanted that to be the wild card.
Yeah.
Sesko wasn't the wild card. I think his intention was to play Moreno and Havertz before he plays Sesko next year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
And Madueke was going to come in as almost like a left or right wild card.
Yeah.
And then I think he ended up with Madueke, and then he ended up going for Sesko and going, we can't do it. And Berta's gone, I don't care, we're having a forward. Our fan base will not accept it.
Yeah.
So he went and got Gyokeres, and he's gone, I've got 2 of them now. And due to injuries as well, he's now got 2 of them starting.
Yeah, they're in. They're in.
And he's like, oh, no, I'm losing control because now I've got all the wild cards playing. And then what's happened is the Ezra thing's happened.
Yeah, random.
He's rang him up and he's gone, I've fallen for it. Come here.
Go on then.
And he's not a wild card. Ezra is a very intelligent player, but he also does, when you look at the stats, the most shots on goal last year, Madueke, Saka, and Ezra were in the top 5. Most shots on target, those 3 were in the top 5.
Yeah.
Most entries into the box, those 3 were in the top 5.
Yeah.
He's got some wild cards there.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're in a situation where we could play Ezra, Saka, and Gyokeres as our front 3. And I mean, Ezra and Saka are 2 of the most intelligent players in the league. So they're not wild cards, but they do have a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
For the lottery.
It's like he went into a Whatnot stream hoping to buy the big grail, and then he got outbid, and then he's ended up with a load of decent inserts that he can make a little profit on.
Very nice analogy. But and I think that's his intention. So the Havertz injury happens, and he goes, oh my God, I'm going to have to play the wild card. Then Saka gets injured, he goes, I'm going to have to play the other wild card. And then we get to Anfield, and he goes, Martinelli isn't my wild card. Martinelli's going to do the grunt work, and he's going to run it into the corner, and he's going to maybe get an attempt out of 10.
He's coached out the wild card, Martinelli. Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to bring Ezra on. I've got 3 wild cards at Anfield. And I think that's the bit he has to lose control. I think he wanted to bring one in. He was accepting that on a wide area, he could have a wild card that he could lose a little control.
It's the Pep format, though, isn't it? Pep did a lot of that. Yeah, always had a wild card out on the left or something.
Yeah, but what happened the other day was, and this is why Moreno started at Anfield, is he realised I've got a wild card, and then I've got my guy in Martinelli who's going to do the work.
Yeah.
And he's thinking that's two more than I wanted. Yeah. The other option then was to play Eze behind.
Yeah.
So therefore, that middle heat map coming off the right, the centre forward and the 10 on that right. So basically, everyone is kind of there. That was going to be a wild card. He didn't know who was going to track, who was going to press. He didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And I think he couldn't accept having 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
He had to go, Moreno will go there. And he knows what he said. I think he said in interviews. Moreno is the most tactically aware player he's ever coached.
Love it.
And I think that's why he plugged him in there and went, he probably said to him, I've got 2 wild cards ahead of you there.
Yeah.
One to your right and one right ahead of you.
Yeah.
You need to tell them where to go.
Keep it solid.
And you need to do all the work behind them.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he played him. I don't think he could release that control. And I mean, I don't blame. Do I think he's cautious? Yeah. At Anfield, when you've got injuries and you've got some wild cards and you don't feel. I mean, Madueke's had like maybe 5 training sessions at that point with Arsenal, maybe 6.
Yeah.
Eze had 1.
Yeah.
And our whole foundation of how we defend is based on how we press.
Yeah.
And if all of a sudden the people that are supposed to be pressing are the 3 wild cards that have just joined, one isn't fit, the other one doesn't necessarily want to do it, according to Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
And the other one's just joined and he's super intelligent, but he's only been there a day. You can't give him a year's worth of information in a day. I don't blame him not playing that.
You can't question Arteta wanting to do that, because, I mean, he's delivered so far with how he's put things together. I mean, the way he's done it, yeah, he's not as, like, progressive and aggressive as we'd like sometimes, but, I mean, he's given us what we needed, which is solidified the team. So if he needs to plug Moreno in there because there is a batch of wildcards in there, like you got to trust him. Like
I think we do, but I think sometimes it was a self-admission. The signings he's made this year is self-admission that he understands he's too cautious.
Yeah.
And he's trying to, he's a single lad. He's going out and he's wearing a turtleneck and jeans.
Yeah.
And his mates have gone, just show a little collarbone. Get a shirt on, get the Jesus piece out. Do something different.
Flash it up.
Gel the hair.
Yeah, flash it up a little bit.
Flash it up a little bit. And he's gone...
Peacock.
He's gone, all right, I'll wear gloves. And they've gone, no, that isn't flashy. And that's what he's done at Anfield. He's thrown the gloves on. They've said, this isn't helping you.
It's mysterious, though.
Yeah. And they've said, put the button up on.
Yeah.
Slick the hair back and throw the Jesus
Get a little chest out, yeah.
And I think he's being taught... I think he's currently being talked into as a club, that premise. Yeah. And I think his intentions... I don't think he minds the 3 wild cards. I think he just doesn't like the idea of playing them all at once, which I fully understand. And I think you can maybe at home to a Leeds, which we kind of did eventually. But I think he...
Let the peacock cock,
Well, this is it. And I think in the perfect world, he would have the players we currently have, and I think he's happy. But I think he would start Saka, Martinelli and Havertz happily.
Yeah.
And go, which wild card should I put on?
Yeah.
And then in certain games, those mid-levels like Forest at home coming up, he'd go, do you know, I'm going to start Gyokeres, but I'm going to put my fundamentals out wide in Martinelli or Trossard and Saka or whatever.
Yeah.
And he'd go, cool, I'm sane with that. I'm happy with that. Even if Gyokeres misses a press, Odegaard's right behind him to do the actual correct pressing.
Yeah.
It's when he goes, I'm going to put Eze out left, and I'm going to put Madueke out right, Gyokeres, and all 3 are wild cards to him.
Yeah.
And Odegaard's not fit.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't know what to do.
You got to worry about the hair flick from Odegaard now as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He's locked in.
He looks at it. I mean, he got a couple of assists on the goal last night with Haaland. Haaland scored 5 in a 10-1 game. Only the 5th time Opta have given a 10 out of 10 performance to any player in history.
Wow.
In Haaland.
Wow.
So maybe he's locked in with the haircut, and I mean, the haircut looks like his toddler did it for him. I don't know if he's cut out because the toddler's grabbing it at his luscious hair, but whoever did it has not done it before.
No.
I'll say that much. No. And I think he's trying to become maybe he's trying to alert himself as a wild card to Arteta. He's like, look at how crazy my hair is.
Crazy.
Like, someone's done that.
I'm nuts.
Yeah, I've got a tiny beard at the bottom. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe he's just trying to fit in a new world. But it looks like Saliba's out for 4 weeks as well, so Mosquera's going to play a lot of football.
Okay.
Which I don't mind. I feel it's like new shoes for Christmas. It's new toys, isn't it? if this was Kiwior, I would be worried going to Newcastle and City. With Mosquera, I'm going, maybe it'll be right. I think it's just because he's new. I think Kiwior was elite, and he proved over and over again why he was good enough to do those games.
So, we were a little bit too dependent on the two centre-backs being in place.
Like, and I think that has to change. And this year will be a huge year because I think if Mosquera ends up getting game time and nothing changes, then that opens up that, do we cash in on Saliba or do we cash in on this Mosquera kid?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, he like Dienhausen at Bournemouth, you go, do you know what, we bought him for 13 million. If we get 60 million for him, PSR-wise, everyone will be like, oh, we'd keep that, and we still got Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, sorted.
Somehow we built up this secondary guy.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting, but I think going forward, I think he would love to have been able to pick and choose the wild cards. I think he's been forced into, I think a couple of those signings he's kind of been half forced into, but he's now been not just forced into them, forced into playing them.
Yeah.
And I think it comes out in his press conference, like when he spoke about Ezra and said, Ezra didn't take the shot. If he does, that might be a draw.
Yeah.
And you're instantly like, it's almost like he's going, that wasn't one of mine.
Yeah.
Like if I played it the way I wanted to play it, I think we would have got a draw. But
Yeah.
You made me good at that guy.
Yeah.
And he hasn't scored. I don't think he's that openly against it or anything. But I think that an element of his mentality came out a little bit in those comments.
Yeah.
That maybe he's going, look, that wasn't, when people go, if you have a certain way of doing it, someone talks to you and they're doing it a different way and they go slightly wrong. And then you're like, if I'd done it my way.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of that showed.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think there's an element that is a one. Like we could think about that for years. Like he had a chance.
There's a reason. I think he must have got tugged and he couldn't actually get the shot away, or he's off balance.
Yeah, but I mean,
he would have taken the shot.
Even to get in that position though, like that progressively, right in front of goal. Like I haven't seen Martinelli do that necessarily. Get that
not
close.
in a while, not in a couple of years.
Not get that close.
No.
Like he's normally kind of jockeying his way in.
That's the thing is. It's going to be interesting because these international breaks really break up the rhythm because we've talked about it before in the podcast, but it did feel like that 3-game batch was like horrible away game, and then right in between a nice home game.
Yeah.
And transfer window's still open, so we were a bit confused. We had that gorgeous day with Leeds where we won 5-0, Gyokeres scored, Eze got announced.
Yeah.
It was a lovely day, but
Great.
there was a load of knock-on effects from that game, like Saka, Odegaard getting injured.
It's like you can have these, but you can't have these.
Yeah. So in that first 3 weeks, we never really got a real litmus test on what these players are like, who he thinks is the correct team.
No.
Because at Anfield, he played Moreno behind Martinelli, Madueke and Gyokeres.
Yeah.
If everyone in that squad is fit, who does he play? I think Odegaard's playing in his usual role.
Yeah.
I think Havertz is up front.
Mm-hmm. I
think Martinelli and Saka are on the wings.
True. Do you think he's not going to... Do you think if Havertz was still there, you wouldn't still pick Gyokeres?
I think his intention was 100% to play Havertz in those types of games.
Yeah.
In all fairness, they were both fit for Man United.
Yeah.
And he started Gyokeres.
Yeah. Well, I guess to be fair, like
he brought on Havertz with 20 minutes to go, but since then Gyokeres has had to play 90 minutes constantly.
Because I mean, Arsenal fans have been begging aggressively for a striker for a long time. If he then gets one and doesn't start him,
I mean, there are people online that genuinely believe that our best bet is to have Havertz and Moreno up front, like one of them. And Moreno's making a great cause, but it's no, you buy that centre forward, you play that centre forward, and I mean, when he's fit again, Gyokeres isn't going to play 90 minutes often.
No.
Like that's a fact. Like,
yeah.
What we're getting now is odd, and you can see he is slowing at the end.
Yeah.
But there's also some benefits to this. Is he's getting fitter because of it.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
He's not there yet, but these 90 minutes are more 90 minutes under the belt. They're getting fitter and fitter.
And used to the Premier League.
And when he can give you 60 minutes or 30 strong minutes, he's going to be a nightmare for defenders.
Yeah.
Especially imagine him coming off the bench with 30 minutes to go.
Madness.
It's going to be him and Madueke and Eze coming off the bench.
Mad.
When you need to change your game.
Yeah, energy.
But I do think that the Anfield one, he would have started Havertz. I think at Leeds, he would have started who he started.
Yeah.
Minus Saka, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, Saka did start.
Yeah.
But I think that was his intention, and I think at the minute he's kind of forced into it. So at the minute we're getting not the first team because we don't know who the first team is because the first team weren't available.
Yeah.
Like some of them.
Already.
And we therefore don't know. We know Saka is his go-to. Saka's going to start every game.
Yeah.
We don't know who he wants on the left. We don't know who he wants to play up front 90% of the time.
Yeah.
We don't know that because we haven't had... Trossard's been available and he's not really played him.
Yeah, we haven't had a clear run of just seeing what he's picking.
Right.
I mean, I'm happy with the way it started. Like, the first 3 games, if you'd said that to me beforehand, that's how it's going to play out, I would have been like, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I was disappointed with the not drawing at Anfield.
Oh, that would have been ideal.
But I 100% expected to lose it, even though we haven't lost for 3 years against a traditional Big Six team. But it did feel like time was going to run out on that. You know what I mean? Like, you can only not be beaten by the Big Six for a certain period of time. And also, that doesn't win you leagues.
Yeah, way to the champions.
Champions like Liverpool and that, they lose to Big Six teams, they still win the league. City lose to Big Six teams, they still win the league. Just because we're unbeaten is not like, it's like me saying earlier, I had 30 shots and 30 on target. It's like, well, you lost the game.
Yeah, we beat all the big teams, but lost to all the little ones.
That's what I mean. There was only a certain amount of time we could keep saying to everyone, we haven't lost to a Big Six team in 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how many championships you got? None.
That's kind of like something a smaller team would say, just to cling on to some kind of like fun stat that they can live off a little bit.
We still got the stat of we haven't conceded more than 2 in a game. For like 2 years.
I'm happy with that.
2 and a bit years.
Very happy.
So I think it's hard. And this next, we've got Forest, we've got Forest at home, and then City at home, and then Newcastle away before the next international.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There is a Carabao and a Champions League. I don't know who's at home and whatnot. I'm just going to quickly look at the fixtures for Arsenal. Because
I tell you, I'm not a big fan of this run. Is not a fun run, and we've got dotted England games in between. I'm not a big fan of losing momentum during this.
So actually, there's a couple more games than I expected. So there's Forest at home.
Yeah.
Then we're away at Athletic Club in Spain midweek. Then we come back to City at home. Then we go away to Port Vale midweek. And then we go away to Newcastle at the weekend. Then midweek we're at home to Olympiacos, and then home to West Ham. Then it's international.
Okay.
So we're in London 2, 3, 4 times out of the 7 games.
Yeah.
So and when we come back, we're at home to Palace, home to Atletico, and away to Fulham. So we don't leave London until we play Burnley in November.
Nice.
So what's nice about this is, if we think about it, at Forest at home, I think there's talk. Saka is back on the grass, but he's not going to play.
Yeah.
There's a chance that he might be able to rest Saka all the way till that City game. He starts that City game.
True.
Or he gets minutes at Athletic.
Yeah.
But Gyokeres is going to have to keep playing. The only other option is he might start bringing Moreno on. He might be able to utilise Moreno in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
For Gyokeres. So Gyokeres does 75, and then Moreno comes on.
Yeah. But maybe. What about the Man City game though? Do you think Moreno starts up top for that one?
No, I do think. I think he's going to go hell for leather on that one.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I think he's got to see that as a win. It's not at the Etihad.
Yeah.
I think he's got to go, all right, here's Gyokeres. I'm hoping here's Saka, here's Eze.
Yeah.
That might be the first time we see that.
These are my guys. Like, go get it done.
There's Odegaard, there's Rice, there's Zubimendi.
Yeah.
I think Saliba won't be fit till the next international break.
Yeah.
So Mosquera's going to have to play a lot, but there's also others. So like I think you're going to see variations because Gabriel Mosquera can't play. What was it? 7 games in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So it's every 3 days we're playing. I don't think Mosquera and Gabriel can do that, and we do have centre backs, but a lot of them are fullbacks.
Yeah.
So I think you might start seeing Lewis Skelly again and Calafiori playing in centre back.
Yeah.
You might see Ben White come back into the fold as a centre back.
Yeah.
There's options. Again, that's the thing is like people are complaining maybe we've got too much depth. Other teams are saying they've just got too much everywhere, and it's like, but instantly Saliba's hurt. Now every 3 days, 2 players have got to play every game. You can't do that.
There's no such thing as too much depth in today's league. Yeah,
I just spilled my coffee. That was erratic.
Yeah, there's no such thing as too much depth now because you look at other teams that are winning. Well, I'd say that about Liverpool. They haven't got any.
They haven't got the depth, but they've got the luck at the minute and world-class talent.
Yeah.
But the teams that I'm thinking of are PSG. Like I said, they won the Champions League last year. They went to the Club World Cup final. They said the other day, they said it in the Champions League one, is they have a squad of 24 like every other team.
Yeah.
But there's one player that didn't cost 50 million, and it was a youth player.
Okay.
Every other player cost 50 million or more.
Yeah.
In a 23-man squad.
Yeah.
Take away the one player.
Yeah.
That's who are winning the Champions League.
Yeah, yeah.
And people said, like, I think I've read recently, people were like, PSG aren't even got superstars. They've just got... But it's like... Yeah, but like we were talking about with your NFL fantasy team.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can buy £300 million players and then everyone else in the team's 15 mil.
Yeah. It's gonna...
That will eventually struggle.
Yeah.
But if you buy a 23-man squad, all 50 million...
Yeah, it's all quality. It's all quality.
Yeah, it's a £1 billion squad.
I've ordered my fantasy bench now.
Good, nice. But that feeling is that's what Arsenal are doing now. Like, and again, when you actually look at it, people keep talking about this bloody net spend or how much Arteta spent. Now let's just look at our team currently, and we did it the other day, but it's like the goalie's 27 million.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, that changes everything to look around us.
Yeah.
Look at City. I think that free Donnarumma.
Mad. That is mad.
Liverpool, Alisson, was he 70 million? Was he?
Yeah.
You know, Man United have just bought someone who could look like could be worse than Onana. But you look around us, and they're spending this money. We've got 27 million in goal, and then our starting back now is 30 million, 30 million, 13 million, and 30 million.
Yeah.
Instantly, that is on a different level already. It's half price, all of them, to what PSG are doing.
Yeah.
And so people could talk about squad building and all this stuff as much as you want, but there is a big change to if you buy every single one of those players for 50 million.
Yeah.
And you go get 50 million level pound player. And by the way, it wasn't all 50 million. They're all 50 million minimum.
Yeah, minimum, yeah.
Some of the 70, 80, but none of them are 100.
Yeah.
Is what they're kind of... I think Dembele was. But, it's that. And you just think to you, like even, is it Doué, the really young, good youngster?
Yeah.
They bought him for 50 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's 17.
Yeah.
And again, we've also peppered in some really good... We've got a 15-year-old playing regular football.
Yeah.
He came on at Anfield. We've got two 18-year-olds now who have now got tenure.
Yeah.
Like, they're acting like they've been there before.
Yeah, talking about that money, I mean, the eye test doesn't fail you on those guys. I mean, they didn't cost that money, but they're good enough.
Well, I think I saw something the other day. They said literally Arsenal have Max Dowman and Winery, Lewis Skelly, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, and that combined cost is 36 million. And I mean, like that. Talk about the future of your team and stuff. Like, that's mad. Like that is really good business.
It's really good.
You could add Mosquera in there, and you're still under 50 million for all those players.
Yeah.
And what we've got out of it, and I mean, we were talking now this morning about NFL and watching an NFL video, and in the NFL, it's a real like dirty thing of releasing or getting rid of your drafted players.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing you don't do because it's almost admitting you got that draft wrong.
Yeah.
Talk about getting legs out of your draft pick.
Yeah.
Martinelli was a £6 million pickup from the second division of Brazil.
Yeah.
At 17.
Yeah.
He's now 23.
He served.
He's the most goals scored in one season by a Brazilian ever in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's like when he starts, we don't go, well, maybe some are now, but for a little bit. But he's a starting Premier League player and has been for 4 years.
Yeah, coachable as well.
Yeah, and also in title challenging teams.
Yeah.
He scored at the Bernabeu. He's a world class player. So there's certain things we've done really well. There's obviously the selling we can get to at a different time.
I mean, all that stuff.
I think we're done on transfers.
All that stuff you just said though. Why isn't that stuff talked about more? I know a lot of takeaways from like pundits and on social media and stuff is like the big news, but no one really discusses those things, like the finer points, like the good business.
Yeah, like I think it's got to be applauded at times. Like we were as Arsenal fans, we weren't applauded for a long time, having sold our captain every year and spending very minimal because we didn't win anything.
Yeah.
But I think now where people are scrutinising transfer fees and wages and all this stuff. I mean, I think it was like last year. Who was our last? When Havertz was our forward.
Yeah.
Our front line cost 70 million. And that was a starting for 2 years. They started as our front three
and pushed the league. And
that was our best players.
Yeah.
And the guy setting them up was also 28 million.
Yeah.
Like that should be applauded. I mean, like Sunderland aren't doing that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like their front four are more expensive than that. And I'm not saying it is now because we've added Gyokeres, we've added Eze, and there is depth. Like other teams like Sunderland aren't having £40 million left winger with a 50 million backup. Like,
no.
I mean, right now our left wing is 6 million and his backup is 55 million.
Yeah.
And his backup is 25 million.
Yeah.
Like that. And then on the right you got a free player who's our first choice, then a 55 million pound backup.
Yeah.
And then a free backup.
Yeah.
It's random.
Yeah.
And our front three technically is now 60 million, 65 million, 55 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like our free centre forwards.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money wrapped up in centre forwards.
Yeah.
So,
but that's the base level of PSG.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting because you've got to compete, and I've said it before in here. I have no issue with people spending the money as long as you're doing it within the rules. And I know City this week had they came to terms with the Premier League over something, but it's not the 115 charges, but it's certainly going to make the 115 charges easier to go away.
Yeah, it's got very quiet all of a sudden. I think my fiance asked me about that the other day.
Yeah, I think they're going to get away with it by the looks of it. It might end up with a fine.
Yeah.
Which is just mad. But when you think of like how are Everton going to feel and Forest and these teams that have had deductions.
Yeah.
But talking to Forest, we have them next.
Yeah,
They've just had a change. Mr. Marinakis has got rid of the guy he hated the most in Nuno Santos, who screams next West Ham manager in about 4 weeks' time.
A manager that had him cooking pretty nicely as well.
A manager that got him into Europe for the first time in, 20 years or something?
Yeah.
And got him 6th?
Yeah.
7th, 6th?
They're up there.
And they've replaced him. They basically, over the last 3 years, they've built a squad with a manager who wants to play a back five and soak up as much... This is a Jose Mourinho prospect manager. Yeah. He wants to play a back five, he wants to park the bus, and he wants to attack in moments.
Yeah.
And last year they won a lot of games 1-0 and things like that because they just sat back, soaked it up. And I said last week when West Ham played him, and I was talking to Lewis, if West Ham let them have the ball, they won't know what to do with it.
No.
And what West Ham did is they sat back and went, "You're a big team now, Forest. Go ahead, have the ball." And they just went back around. They went around the houses and went, "I don't know what to do with it. We're not used to having the ball. We're used to having it in moments."
Yeah.
And we run forward, we make 2 passes and we shoot.
It's like they're almost looking at Nuno like, what do we do?
And I get it, because that could be one way of looking at it for what Marinakis is doing, is he's going, we're now a big team. Teams are treating us as a big team.
Yeah.
We need a manager who's going to play as a big team. But what I would say is with a better squad at Tottenham, with a better ground, more backing.
Yep.
He had a team that people do respect as a big team.
A big team, yeah.
And he played like a big team.
Yeah.
And they came 16th.
Yeah, it didn't work.
While the current team came 6th. And they went, I want that manager who got him 16th with a better team.
Yeah.
As opposed to the manager that we currently have who has a lesser squad and he got him 6th.
Yeah. Yeah. Madness.
It's mad. I understand there is an element that he needs a manager who's going to come in and go, by the way, this is how you play with the ball.
Yeah.
My problem being is you've cultivated a squad over 3-4 years and spent a lot of money to make a team that don't want to have the ball.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of players in there that have no interest in having the ball.
Yeah.
They don't play that way. They want to play for a team with the style that Nottingham Forest have.
See, it's nice to have your mates around, though, isn't it?
Honestly, if they start playing a high line, if he's in now, they're playing a high line at Emirates.
Yeah, they are.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll take that.
They don't want the ball. No. The only problem is they're probably going to give us the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what they want.
Yeah,
so this is a better matchup for them than West Ham was.
Yeah.
Because we are going to pen them back.
Yeah.
But if Ange comes in and goes, let's play with a high line, it could be a massacre. But what we're forgetting is this guy, Big Ange, he refused to adapt over 2 years.
Yeah.
And he guaranteed he wins stuff in his second year, which is going to be very interesting with Forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's now got to prove that.
A lot harder to do. Yeah.
I mean, is it? Or did he do it with the team that is the hardest team to do it with? Maybe he did already do it.
Yeah, but it was a team that had the potential to do stuff.
In a lot of money, a big stadium, blah, blah. The only funny thing is, they're in the Europa Cup. If this year he can someone get them in the conference, they will easily win the Conference League. Because I have a theory, and the only reason Tottenham won the Europa League last year was because no teams drop out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
In the last 25 years, no team has won the Europa League that didn't come out in the Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the first time no one dropped down. And what happened? Bodo Glimt were in the semi-finals
Yeah.
against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Man United against Athletic Club,
who
fielded an ineligible player, it turns out, this week. And then there was the Man United versus... I genuinely think the Europa League and the Conference League, the next 5 years, will only have English winners. That's my bold statement.
Yeah.
Because if you give Palace Conference League, do you know what Mateta's going to do? He's going to win the Conference League. With Glasner. Glasner's won the Europa Cup with Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the Europa Cup this year? I don't even remember who's in it, but I think it's Forest, obviously.
Yeah.
And then who else is in it? Why can't I think? Who dropped out of that top 4 or 5?
Chelsea?
No, Chelsea came 3rd, I think. Someone else is in there. Oh, who is that? Newcastle?
Yeah.
Or did they make Champions League?
Don't think they did. Wasn't it against us? They kind of blew the...
I don't remember who got what. But basically, whoever it is, one of them's going to win the... They're going to win the...
Yeah.
The
Forest is a good bet. just for the Ange, the fun of it.
Yeah. I think Ange could. That's the thing. That's what's mad. Is
I mean, maybe that's what he saw. Maybe that's why it was a good opportunity.
But that's what I was gonna say was, he didn't adapt over that whole time. Refused.
Yeah.
And then he got to a cup final, and he went, "I promised I'd win stuff in the second season. I'm in a cup final. This is probably my last game of Tottenham." And do you know what he did? He played the nastiest, dirtiest low block ever.
Yeah.
Had 0 shots on target.
Yeah.
The first team ever to win a cup that didn't get a shot on target in a game. And was scored by an own goal that was on a random counter of one of 2 he had in the whole game. And Man United absolutely destroyed them and he won. What if he goes in there and sees this Arsenal game and goes, do what you do.
Yeah.
Sit back, get nasty, get dirty, get low, and then we'll counter-attack them.
Yeah.
And we'll probably fall for that. I'm not going to be honest.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Last year, who got Europa? Champions League, there was loads. Aston Villa and Forest.
Okay.
One of them. Unai Emery and Big Ange.
They'll enjoy that.
Emery's won so many of them.
Yeah.
Ange just won one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
if you want 2 managers,
they're going to win that.
Yeah.
Pick them. And then the other one is Glasner, you'd think of, and he's in the Conference League. That's what I mean. I genuinely think now that we were in the Europa League where we were having to play Atletico Madrid and all these top teams.
Yeah, teams
and we were struggling in semis. We got the final against a good Chelsea team. Whereas if we were in there now, you drop this current team in, we win the Europa League comfortably with our second team.
Yeah.
It's such a bad competition now, and that's why they have to figure something out. But
yeah.
Either way, Ange is coming in, and I wonder if he is. That last game was actually an indication of him going, I don't think I can not adapt.
Yeah.
And maybe he is going to adapt. Maybe he'll come in, because realistically, he has to do what Arteta did. When Arteta come to Arsenal, we had a back 5.
Yeah.
He didn't want to play with.
Yeah.
We had players that didn't only fit that mould.
He had to make do.
What did he do? He won a FA Cup sitting back, parking the bus and counter-attacking.
Send Aubameyang.
Then over a couple of years, he had to keep evolving to try and get to the team he wanted. And the only time he did get to the team he wanted, it took him 3 years, and then he came second.
Yeah.
Then he came second.
Yeah.
Then he came second. And now he's starting another season.
Yeah.
So that's what he has to do. Ange has to look at the squad and go, all right, that team is not built for this. I need a couple transfer windows. This one's shut.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to let them play the way they do,
Yeah.
coach them up a bit, because
Yeah.
some teams are going to allow me to have the ball. I'll give them a little bit of information. But when we play Matt Arsenal, what we're not going to do is play with a high line.
Yeah.
Which I want us to do.
Yeah.
And we will do in 3 years. That's what he has to do.
Yeah, in theory.
I can enjoy Ange now. He's not Tottenham. Isn't
Yeah, in theory he has to do that. But talk about someone who is quite stubborn. Like, he will probably
He's
play
so
with...
stubborn to the point where he did it to the last game. And I don't know if at the last game it was just by accident. But I don't think it was, because he made a team play on the halfway line all times.
Yeah.
And in that last game, they're all in their 6-yard box.
Yeah.
The whole game.
Yeah.
So
And it worked out.
Yeah, and it worked perfectly, because I think he realised Man United don't have enough talent to do anything to them if they just let them do it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting how he gets on, and it's interesting that the former Tottenham manager's first game is going to be against Arsenal at the Emirates. So new manager bounce, ex-Tottenham. It's got screaming bad day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We don't have enough information to really know how that's going to play out yet.
No.
From either side.
No, yeah, definitely. And,
No idea.
but that game on paper looks like a hard fixture. But with the way they played against West Ham, new manager, there is a chance we've got a good time, or it might be the worst time. I don't know.
Who knows?
Time will tell, because I say this, we have to get 3 points in that game.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Like-
I know we dropped the points against Liverpool, which is not a given, but I mean...
But the reason we could drop those points was because we won the first two.
Yeah.
We thought we'd probably lose or draw the first and then win the second.
Yeah, home to Forest has to be done.
Yeah, we thought we'd have 4 points going into that last game. We had
Yeah.
6. So, like, in the real world, I think we thought we were going to draw, win, draw. Which would win 5 points.
Yeah.
We end up win, loss.
Yeah.
And that's 6 points. It's one extra point.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I expect to win, draw to C,
Yeah.
lose to Newcastle, and then beat West Ham.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's West
That's
Ham.
fair.
I think
That's
it's West
fair,
Ham.
yeah.
When I look at that, that's how I see it. So 6 points, and it's 7 points out of a possible 12. In a perfect world, I think we win, draw, win.
Yep.
I don't see us winning at Newcastle. I don't think that's possible. It's another place that we have to just get through.
Yeah. I mean, well, I know we're going to discuss that more nearer the time, but I mean, I
was impressed with Newcastle this year.
no, they
But they've lost Isaac. They've added a big lad that no one's heard of. That idolises Kai Havertz.
and it feels like that bullying Newcastle that we struggle with isn't quite as bullying as they used to be. So.
But they bullied Liverpool to a point where they basically destroyed their own match.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like they kind of went too far.
Yeah.
But still also nearly won with 10 men against the best team in the league.
True.
So it's very difficult to know. But it's really exciting because that transfer window, the biggest transfer window of all that time, happened. And then we've just dropped into this kind of lull.
Yeah.
But then we're going to come back with a vengeance this week where it's like, oh yeah, Isaac's Liverpool now.
Yeah. Then we've got a lot to take in.
Yeah, there's so much to kind of, that first day is going to be like, okay, did Isaac play? Did he score? Did Eze start for Arsenal? Did he score? Is Ange on the sideline here? How are they playing? There's so many...
A lot changed early.
Right. So it's going to be really interesting to watch, and I'm really excited about it.
Feels like a whole new season starting, to be fair.
It does, yeah. But what we'll move into now is the overlap.
We
need to talk about this, and I feel like we're very close to the fire here.
We are, yeah.
This
weirdly.
podcast is oddly close to the fire.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen the clip about playing with jeans on, the first face you see in that clip that's got 10 plus million impressions online is Simon Miller.
Yeah, one of us.
Who does Miller Mondays here on the podcast. He's on the overlap, and he is essentially asked who's going to be top goal scorer. And he says, Gyokeres, I have to.
Yeah.
He then, because we know Simon, he's just avoiding confrontation. He goes, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah, like us.
And then everyone laughs. And no one's got an issue with that part. People have issue with the next bit, which is a random fan. I don't know who it is. God knows, who cares. And he says he plays like he's got jeans on. And Paul Scholes spots it. I actually think it's a funny comment.
Yeah. We've joked about it before.
Yeah. I think on Sky they should be promoting that kind of comment? No. But also the point of that show is that we have everyday fans on the set.
Well, like when you listen to these podcasts, and we've joked about him playing with Timberlands on.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same joke that all the fans are saying. So, like you said, the point of this show is that the fans have a voice, and they can make jokes like that because Sky Sports pundits can't.
Yeah. But that's the issue, is then the Sky Sports pundits laugh about it and talk about it. And then the Sky Sports app put it out there.
Yeah.
And I get it. The show is based on fans having an opinion, and the fans' opinion is something that is quite a funny little joke.
Yeah.
It's gone viral, and I also understand why people are up in arms. And I think it almost like jumped the shark a little bit, where I think this is the tipping point. You know how we've been saying for weeks, like, why are people going after like Gyokeres? Why are people going after Arsenal? I almost feel like this might have been the moment where almost everyone stopped and went, you know, it's like everyone's making jokes, and then someone goes a little bit too far, and everyone turns and goes, that's not on. It felt like that was the moment about Arsenal going, why is everyone at Arsenal?
Yeah.
And why is it always Gyokeres?
Yeah.
Like, he was the 16th most expensive player bought this summer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So he's not in the top 10 most high-profile summer signings.
No.
He is being scrutinised to a level that he's been bought for Isaac money.
Yeah.
And, for example, they bought Isaac. They've spent $500 million.
Yeah.
Close, not $500 million, but they've spent close, 400-something million. They have to deliver the treble.
Oh, yeah.
That is the only way that this was worth it. Maybe not if this year it's just a couple of them. But over the next 3 years, they've got to win all the big trophies.
They've got to back up what they've
with
done.
With that squad they've just built.
Yeah.
Because I know Liverpool aren't going to buy £400 million worth of players next summer.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to.
Yeah, that's the big one done.
They've done the big one. But over the next 3 years, they have to deliver all the major trophies. That's pressure.
Yeah.
That's the conversation. When Liverpool play next and Isaac starts, are we going to get the debate of, for example, when Declan Rice signed, he was signed as a number 6.
Yeah.
And they said, at that price point, he needs to score 10 to 20 goals.
Yeah.
He's a 6.
Yeah.
And he played as a 6 the first season.
Yeah.
And do you know what he delivered? 7 goals and like 6 assists.
Yeah.
And they went, for that price, he should be doing more. He was also the best holding player in the midfield in the Premier League that year.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, like, general consensus of him, like, for that money is, even from West Ham fans, is...
we underpaid.
We got him for a bargain.
We did, and I think over time it has been that, but what he had to deal with along the way was pressure. And in last season, he had one of his best evers. He's playing at left 8. He scored 9 goals and got 10 assists.
Yeah, and he's very involved.
He became one of the best assist guys in the world and a dead ball people in the world.
Yeah.
He scored 2 important goals against Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League to take us further than we've been in 20 years.
Yeah.
And the general consensus across everyone is, yeah, he's a bargain.
Yeah.
He's quality.
Which I don't remember the last time.
He's the first £100 million player or more that I think stood up to the price tag.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So far.
And from a player that doesn't play in a position that like brings
that's what
stuff.
I mean. And what was annoying was he dealt with 6 months to a year of pressure of price tag. And he kept saying, it's nothing to do with me, the price tag. I'm going to play the way I play.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pressure didn't bother him.
Yeah, but every week, what did we hear? He's got to score more. He's a 6.
Yeah.
He's like his game is to, like, you might see like he's got to win more duels, or he's got to cut the ball out more or something, or make more complete passes.
Have an impact.
Say something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, even having an impact from 6 is tough.
Yeah.
Like Rodri does.
Yeah.
Rodri scores important goals.
Yeah.
He scores 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were like 100 million. Cool. All right. Fine. What's Odegaard had the last few years? To be the 10 at Arsenal, he's bought for 29 million.
And captain.
He's got to be scoring at least 20 a season.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he scored 15 in a season. He got 10 assists. That's a really good return.
Yeah, really good.
For a 29 million pound player.
Yeah.
Half of Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a player that Real Madrid snubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. And they kept saying, cool. All right. Now let's keep that energy for 115 million pound verts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, me and Lou made a bet at the start of the season. I said, if he doesn't get more than 20 goals, he's a flop.
Yeah.
And he agreed. He said, he has to get more than 20 from midfield.
Yeah.
In a team that plays the way they do, the aggression they play with, like attacking-wise, he's going to play a lot of minutes. He has to.
Yeah.
He has to have over 30 goals and assists.
Yeah.
Combined.
Yeah, for that money, yeah.
Bare minimum. And that's because he's someone who's supposed to get that many.
Yeah.
And the price tag.
Talk about he has to have an impact.
Isaac's come in 3 games in. That guy has to score close to 30 goals this year to warrant that.
100%.
And I don't mind if he doesn't. I couldn't care less. I hope he doesn't. But what I want is every week when I watch Sunday football or Saturday football, I want all the pundits to talk about is that price tag.
Yeah.
Because all we've dealt with the last 2 years is Declan Rice, is Gyokeres already.
Yeah.
For that much money, he was £5 million less than Langa.
Yeah.
He was £5 million less than Madueke.
Yeah.
He was £45 million less than Etatike.
Yeah.
He's got 2 goals in 3.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done well.
And all we're hearing is he plays with boots on, he plays with jeans on. He's got no finesse. His first touch is awful. He's got more hair touches than flicks. He then comes back and makes fun of it. They all laugh. Cool. Now we're talking about his jeans. He's being scrutinised. People kept telling us he's trash.
Yeah.
Because he played in the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
He's now here. We paid 50 million, which is a modest fee for that player who scored that many goals. And they were going, you better score 50 goals.
Yeah.
It's like, you just told us he came from a farmers league and he won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
So why does he have to score 50 goals?
And also with
If he scores 20 goals this year, I think that's an unreal season.
Oh, it's
for a
perfect.
£50 million player in that setup where Saka's going to take, let's just face it, the wingers are going to score a lot of goals.
From history, a lot of our players score. Like, it's not a one player thing.
And to give you an idea, last season, not one player scored more than 10 goals.
Yeah, because everyone scored.
Yeah, we spread it out. So if he scores 20 goals, that's an unbelievable season for a £50 million player coming from the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going to happen if he scores 20 goals? It wasn't 30 though, was it?
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant. But the thing is, I don't understand why they focused on that guy.
Yeah. Well, talk about the pressure on Isak as well, I was going to say a minute ago. It's not just a price tag, but the stink he kicked up. He has to back up. He's backed himself by doing that.
Yeah, which is fair play to him.
He's saying, I'm world class. You pay this for me, I will get the job done for you. He has to back that up, not just for the price tag. They have to look at the man himself and how he acted.
Yeah.
He's put pressure on himself to have to stand up and score goals. So if he doesn't get going right off the bat, they have to start piling pressure on him. And we know the narrative for Liverpool is very different from the narrative for Arsenal. And I don't know why that is. But it's just the narrative they've gone with. But he's caused such a pressure on himself that everyone has to kind of pile on him early and really push him on. And if they don't, then the narrative is very clear. It's an obvious thing. We talk about it, but it's become very real.
Yeah. No,
but, I mean, Ed Dekite has come in and he's
been great.
He's been amazing. How are they going to fit Isak into this situation though?
I know, because Gakpo started really well on the left.
Yeah.
Salah's Salah.
Like they didn't need Isak. Like people talk about we didn't need Eze. I mean, they definitely didn't need Isak. Like that's someone they don't need.
They could have got Isak or they should have got Etatike, because guess what? Newcastle wanted one of them.
Yeah.
They ended up taking both of them.
Yeah.
So now Newcastle. By the way, Newcastle bought Whistler.
Yeah.
Right. No one's questioning he was £10 million more than Gyokeres.
Yeah, yeah.
So how many? If Gyokeres has got to score 20, Wissa, who's a seasoned Premier League player now playing in the richest club in the world, he's got to score 75, hasn't he?
He's got to start banging.
He's got to score 100 goals.
Yeah, he's got to be world class
right.
now.
He probably will because he's quality. But
Yeah.
Either way, I just mean that. By the way, they bought the tall lad from Werder Bremen, I think it was.
Yeah.
Who no one's heard of.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we're deep in cards and football.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy.
No one does.
He was £86 million.
Was it?
Like, so how many goals is he supposed to score his first year in the Premier League?
I think they were basing that price on like the millions per inches or something. Like,
give you an idea. Since January in open play,
yeah.
Okay, Gyokeres has the same amount of open play goals as Cole Palmer.
Yeah, yeah.
Since January.
Yeah.
Open play.
Yeah. Yeah.
One.
No one talks
It's
about,
one.
Yeah, no one's talking about Cole Palmer.
In January, Gyokeres was in the Champions League with Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
And on his way to win a treble.
Yeah, yeah.
Cole Palmer was in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They've got the same amount of goals.
Yeah.
And Cole Palmer's world class.
Yeah. Should be doing better. We know he's better.
Yeah. Just look at that.
Yeah.
Solanke was bought for more than Gyokeres, and already they've replaced him.
Yeah.
They just spent that much on Matthias Tell.
Yeah.
And he's not in their Europa League, Champions League squad.
Yeah, mad.
I don't know.
More talk needs to be done on business and not...
It's confusing, and for whatever reason, he's become... And it's verging on just straight bullying at this point.
Yeah.
Where they're like, he's fat, he touches his hair, he plays with clogs on,
Yeah.
He's got no finesse, he's awful, even his goals are rubbish, his celebration's cringy.
Yeah.
Leave the guy... Luckily, I think the guy's a psychopath.
That's what I was going to say.
And I think he doesn't care.
I'm sure he's just sat at home smiling.
But the fact he knew about the touches of the hair and stuff tells me he is online. It tells me he has looked at Simon Miller's face this week, and he might know what Gunners R Us is, which is a worry.
And if he wants to call us and have a chat about it,
I'll talk to. We'll bin Simon in an instant because Simon's the problem. Simon was involved in something there that he's probably terrified of, and the worrying part is Arteta's probably showing the players that before the Forest game, and the first thing they see is Simon Miller's face in that changing room, and I think that's quite fun.
That's great.
So, it's been an interesting week. England did look nice and smart last night, actually, against Serbia. The first time they've looked done too cool. But I'm so glad it's over. But annoyingly, in 4 weeks, we've got to do this all over again.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it if that England team...
Our messages just sync up because only Duolingo and Royal Mail get hold of us.
We've got all the same stuff going on, yeah. It's all the same. Yeah, if that England team turns up again, people sniff at the England performances and stuff, but I mean, like they said last night, that Serbia team hadn't conceded a goal there. They held Spain. They beat Switzerland and... Austria there. They
hadn't conceded yet in the whole qualifier.
We popped all those goals past them.
In home or away, they hadn't conceded.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's not... Because, I laughed at it, because I don't really follow international as closely as I do the Premier League. So when you told me it was England-Serbia, I laughed, because it always seems to be England-Serbia.
It's always England-Serbia.
It's always something like that. And I just figured it was it's a given, it's fine. But, I mean, that stat is ridiculous. I mean, that is impressive. I mean, if that England team carries that forward, I mean, I'm okay. I'd rather there wasn't so many international breaks, because like I said last night, I don't remember there being this many when I was younger. From what I remember, it was you'd have the season, and then there'd be a random international break somewhere in the middle, usually a friendly, and then we get back to it.
Yeah.
Now it's every 3 weeks,
so
and I don't like that, because I'm not personally a fan of international football. I mean, I am more now because there's more Arsenal players involved. Because we had a long period where I didn't get to see Arsenal players play for England, so I had no interest. But
by the way, another stat before we leave is in the last 4 Premier League seasons, Arsenal have only managed to get through the first 3 games. 50% of the time with no red cards.
Wow!
This is only the 3rd time we've been able to do it in 5 years.
Maybe the worm is turning.
Maybe I say this discipline-wise, there hasn't been any moments that I've thought, oh,
no, we seem fine.
We look. We're not really doing anything, touch wood, yet. So maybe that's been curtailed.
Well, I think if any team's got...
I also think the refs have kind of moved away from us.
Yeah. Maybe they're sensing the bullying aspect going on. They're like, ooh.
I genuinely think... Again, the refs are all northern, so it's always tough, but I can't imagine the refs took nicely to Isaac's way of doing business.
No. God, no.
In a workman kind of mentality.
They're not going to protect him, I don't think.
And I said it from the start of the season... The reason we got an awful season last year, ref-wise, was because of what Arteta said post that awful Newcastle game the year before.
Yeah.
From that moment, we got bad decisions. From the minute Coop basically said he gave bad decisions to Liverpool because he didn't like Klopp.
Yeah.
Not only did that out all the refs as they are slightly biased towards people they don't like, i.e. the guy like Arteta who's running up and down the touchline.
Yeah.
They didn't like Klopp because he ran around up and down the touchline and shouted at them.
Yeah.
The minute Klopp left,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
Liverpool win the league.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah.
And I think with Arteta, looks a lot calmer on the sideline.
Yeah.
There's a lot less conversation about him generally. And I think Emery genuinely stole the hearts of the refs because they can't stand that guy now because of what he did at the end of last season and what he said. And guess what? Villa have already had a red card.
Yeah.
Guess what? Villa haven't scored yet.
Hey, the spotlight's off of us now.
Villa have got 1 point.
Yeah.
Like, these things, I'm not saying there's a conspiracy, but ref openly said he doesn't like Klopp. He leaves. They win the Premier League.
Yeah.
Klopp tried 8 times.
Yeah.
And do you know how many times he failed because of really bad decisions? I can name you about 6 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That cost him the league.
And it also helps, I think, that a lot of these referees are probably England fans, and we got some of England's best players now.
Yeah, and also, by the way, under Slot last year, I don't remember a particular moment where I thought, they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that. But I just think less noise brings less refs to your, if you've got a load of people huddling and there's a load of noise, authority figures, like if you're in a prison and there's people huddled everywhere, the ones that are really loud, they're going to go look at and keep an eye on. The ones that are real quiet over here, they just let them get on with it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened with Liverpool. And I think Arteta, knows he either has to leave for Arsenal to get... Because guess what? If it carries on the way it is going, and then he leaves at the end of the season, they bring in Glasner from Palace.
Yeah.
A little Glasner that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Probably win the league next year.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a worry because I feel like the refs are immediately
You hope that isn't the case, but there's a lot of signs pointing it that way.
And again, there's the players like managers like Jose and that have kind of proved the point that they've won leagues.
Yeah.
Conte was even worse than Arteta. He won the league in the one of 2 years he was there.
And they're a nightmare for referees. Ferguson was one of those.
Yeah, but they
respected him.
He still had wine with them all after and stuff. Like.
But mid-game, he's also the one that'll be knocking on their door.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's a lot to look at there, but time will tell over the period of the season.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to get back into it this weekend.
Let's go.
I'm just excited.
Football's back.
Yeah, Miller Monday didn't happen this week. I know week 1 it was on a Monday.
Yeah.
Week 2 it was on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Week 3 it was on a Friday.
Yeah.
But Miller Monday will be on a Monday unless it's an international because there's not much for him to unpack.
And I'm sure you also got a lot of Miller content this week.
Yeah, he needs to cool off. But next week, Miller Monday should be back next Monday. Or here on Gunners R Us. Give us a 5-star review. Go to the TikTok, Gunners R Us Pod, and give us a follow there and check out our videos every single day, including pack openings fueled by Peppercorn Sports Cards. We'll be back next week.
Heck yeah.
When Mr. Marinakis would have taken a beating. Football terms.
Yeah. And let's hope the Gyokeres maybe tries some skinny jeans on or something, just to get a little bit of flexibility.
I want him to score and then pull off his shorts, and he's wearing jeans. In some capacity.
He's playing in jorts now.
I'm just gonna be honest. Before the next podcast from us, we would have played Athletic Club as well. So
okay, cool.
For game 1 of 8, I don't think we spoke fully about Arsenal's Champions League teams that we're playing, but we have I think Opta report us as the easiest of the English teams.
Oh yeah.
I'd say we're up there.
Yeah.
I think Spurs is a lot easier,
Yeah.
but there's some really big games.
Yeah.
We got Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, which are 2 real revenge games.
Tricky.
Revenge games from the last 2 seasons in Champions League. Bayern Munich knocked us out.
Yeah.
And then last year Inter beat us in the group stage.
Yeah.
We want to get those wins back.
I mean, we'd like to prove that we would have got the job done against Inter in the Champions League final.
I think we would have, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's to look forward to. So between now and then, you've got Forest at home, Athletic Club away, Miller Monday, and we'll be back next Wednesday.
Heck yeah.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.